to today's webinar from Lightspeed Financial Services Group. We are doing a deep dive into options trading with the Lightspeed Web and Mobile trading platform. We always try to provide educational material and resources for training and learning our software, and we try to provide professional tools for the individual trader to be able to help with their trading and use our trading tools for your trading business. Having a business means you need the proper services and the proper partners, and that's what Lightspeed tried to provide for our client base. My name is Rob Libson. I'm the VP of Sales and Business Development here at Lightspeed. I've been here for almost 10 years, so I'm very familiar with our services, our different trading platforms. We have a variety of offerings. We're focusing on our web and mobile for this presentation. You can request a demo from our website for this or any of our other platforms as well. So certainly please use our resources so we can assist you in any way possible. Okay, let's get started. Quick disclaimer here. Of course, this presentation is for informational purposes only. Nothing presented today should be construed as investment advice or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any security or contract. Since we don't know everyone's investment objectives or risk tolerance, we're not endorsing any specific trading strategies. Security, derivative, and futures trading involves substantial risk of loss. Is not suitable for all investors. Each investor must consider whether this is a suitable investment, since you may lose all or more than your initial investment. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Lightspeed Financial Services Group is not affiliated with any third-party marketing commentators, education service providers on our website. Data, information, material provided for informational, educational purposes only. This content neither is nor should be construed as an offer, solicitation, or recommendation to buy or sell any securities or contracts. Any investment decision made by the user through the use of such content is solely based on the user's independent analysis, taking into consideration your financial circumstances, investment objectives, and risk tolerance. Lightspeed Financial Services Group does not endorse, offer, nor recommend any of the services or commentary provided by any of the educators, providers, service providers, and any information used to execute any trading strategies are solely based on an independent analysis. Okay, thank you for that. Quick overview here. This will be a comprehensive demonstration of option trading functionality for the web and mobile software. The web trader will provide live screen share of the software in real time to illustrate the features, setting, and functions. This is a demo and it is after hours, so it is a little limited in the functionality and the data, but we will do our best. We will go through the layout configurations, quick review of the stock features, the option chains, configurations, order entry, managing positions, and then just the additional charts, watch lists, and scanners. For the Lightspeed Mobile, this will be screenshots, and I'll just walk through some of the functions and highlight some of the areas that we'd like to illustrate as the functionality for options trading, including the quote windows, order entry, order summary, the positions, and then the scanners and news. If you have any questions, please feel free to type them in there at any time. I'll try to get to them and circle back if I missed any at the time as well. Okay, so this is a screenshot of the Lightspeed Web and the web trader version. It's a browser-based. You can use through Windows PC or a Mac operating system. So it is available for either version through different browsers here. Okay, so this is actually the browser-based platform showing real-time data going through at the moment here. We can see on the top, scrolling, you can add different symbols here. If you want to scroll through your positions or your watch list or custom, you can modify the stocks on the ticker scrolling through the top. So a very quick way to reference the stocks that you are looking for the most information. We also have our watch list here as well. You can build your own, load from a file, copy and paste, or use the risers and fallers here as well. So you can modify a lot of the data columns here as well. If you go here, you can add or remove any of the different column configurations. If you want to see bid size, ask size, or high, low, all this would be available. And then you can also sort. So if I want to sort by symbol, I can do so. If I want to sort by the percent change or change, I can do that as well. So it's all sortable, it's all configurable. You can either use our predefined watch list or create any of your own. So if I'm looking to create a new one, I hit the plus, create new watch list, create it, and then I can start to add my own symbols. Very easy. If I click on a symbol, it will populate my chart, my order ticket, and the orders window here as well. So for a standard equity, you can see we have the order ticket here. Move that on top here. So we can see you have your symbol, your shares, your order type, market, limit, stop. This is a very simplified platform, mostly used for swing trading and overnight holding or intraday trading, but not on a super active scale. We do have many other platforms that are designed for very active trading. This is a little bit streamlined for some of the simplified functionality, and that's why it's very nice. It's a very streamlined, very crisp platform, very easy to use. So simply choosing my limit or market, choosing my limit price, and then we can see here we have the buy and sell button, and it also gives you the level 1 data here, the bid, the ask, and the last price. I hit buy. I will get a confirmation window here to verify. We can see buying 100 shares, the price, the cost, and a status. Request was submitted successfully. Okay, so now we can see in the orders window here that my order was submitted. We have the created date, modified, and executed date timestamps. Status is filled. This was a day order, my average price, and then you can see the current bid and ask last price as well. So we can see this order was executed and is now displayed in my positions window. We can see the Tesla is now showing the quantity of 100, showing my market value, and it will show my P&L or other data columns. Just like the watch list, you could configure different columns here as well. I hit the little arrow on the top left side. This lets you configure your columns. So if I want to view my daily P&L, certainly I do. I'm going to add that. If I want to see high or low or amount of purchase, we can add any of these different categories, unrealized or realized P&L here as well. Close it so we can see my daily P&L, and I can move columns here up or down based on the configuration. Okay, so also if I click on my position in my position window, it will bring up an order ticket to allow me to close or to even just take on additional positions in that symbol. So if I click on that SPY, it populates an order ticket right away for me, and I'm able to sell that right away. So we can see that closed it out. We have a little confirmation separate notification here as well. We can see in my orders window, it shows the activity filled, and then in the positions, we can see the P&L figures here. This is like, once again, just purely simulation. Some of the fills may not be accurate. So we see we sold this at $47. We know that's not completely accurate, but it is a demo, it's a simulator. These are designed to test the software and to learn the settings and the functions. It's not for strategy testing. We don't claim any of our offerings are simulators or paper trading accounts. They're just demo trials for the software testing, just to be on the safe side. Okay, also we have the chart here as well. You can see we can move these different windows to different areas. I can maximize as well. If I click on the gear, I can edit some of the different columns and the settings. If I want to add studies or conditions, we have a large list available, and it's very easy. If I want to add the Bollinger, simply click it, it applies it. Simple as that. I want a simple moving average, adds it right in there. If I do want to modify the settings and change my period, I can do that here. Let's say I want to go to a 20, very easy to modify that as well. So you can see we have my position displaying on the chart, and then we have my studies and indicators and the volume data. So very crisp, clean charts. I think they're very nice. They have the time frames here, 1 minute, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, and then daily, weekly, monthly charting. So those are the ones, or you have some custom periods that you can do as well. So you do have some customization, but they are pretty standard charting. And then you can configure your layout to move all these windows to different settings here as well. And we have this add widget button, allows you to configure for additional, they call them widgets, I call them modules. So if I want to see my account information, I can open that up, it puts it on the top. And then there are ways to, you can pop out these different windows. So if I have multiple monitors, I can move them to other screens, I can resize them. So you can configure the layout in a lot of ways. If you made some mistakes or you want to revert back to the beginning, there in the top right here is restore layout to default. I click that, I hit OK. That is going to then put all the windows back to the original starting layout. So that's always kind of a fail-safe if you start to make too many changes and you don't know exactly what you did, or you want to reverse and start over, it will go back to the original layout. It just takes a minute or two to load, and then we can see we go back to our starting point. So now we can see I go to my stock tab here. Now you can create multiple pages within the same layout. So I can create my own here. Let's just say I want to create one simply for a watch list and a scanner. I can just create new tabs for different windows. So a lot of ways to really customize here, very easy. So that's kind of the standard order entry, watch list, orders, position, and charts, and how to do the configuration. We see there's another tab that we have as a default, that's the options. So we did want to focus on the options trading here. So we can see the option chain is our big window here. You have your symbol. You can show your strike range, how many up or down you want to view. You have your expiration, so you can see which series you're looking for. If I want to go to the next series out, I can do that. If I want to see weeklies, I can do that as well. You can see it changes the columns here, the available contracts. So if I do want to see the contract expiring this Friday, I just have to change my expiration type, and then I can choose that as well. So if I want to see a couple more strikes, I can do that as well. So the option chain, we can see the calls are on the left, the puts are on the right. We start with the contract, and we have the price, the last traded price, the bid, the ask, the open interest, and the implied volatility. If I hover over it, we can see some additional data here as well. Once again, we can configure. If I want to add Greek data, it's available. If I want to add volume or change percentage, there are different data categories available. So you can customize your chain to see additional information. Now, in the same vein, we have our order window, and then we have our positions window. And we can detach, we can modify, we can move as well. But you can use the option chain here to build your order form. I can simply click on the bid or the ask. It will populate an option order ticket. And we see we have the ability here. I can click here in these little boxes if I want to buy or sell. So that's going to allow me to build a multi-leg order. If I want, I can click that and hit trade. That's going to bring up my option ticket here for buying and selling the 2 legs that I added. I can modify any of the parameters and then verify my order. So we can see this is showing buying one contract, selling the other with my estimated cost. Ready to trade, submit, okay. And now we can see in my positions window, we have the contracts here. So we have this 90 strike, the 50 strike, long one, short one. It's very easy to track your positions there as well. So you can use the chain to create your orders. I can also just click on a position to generate the option ticket as well. So a lot of quick ways to place orders. Let's just say I want to quickly change symbols, get into another position. Tesla brings up the new chain. I want to take on I can scroll to do some higher strikes. I want to see something that I believe is going to be interesting with a lot of open interest. So I'm going to buy the 220 call here for April. Right away, order gets in, submits, verifies, I get my confirmation. We see it in my orders, and then we see it in my positions. We can also see in my orders when I have the spread order, it combines that as well. So very easy to see that. Okay. We also have our profit and loss calculator and our risk graph. So it's a very nice tool to use to determine your break-even points and some strategy here. So let's just say I'm looking to buy we have a profit and loss calculator. We can see our break-even and our max gain or max loss, estimated cost, we can see, and also a probability calculator, which will show you the price, the different ranges, and the probability for reaching those, touching those prices. So we can use the tools that the software provides for some assistance to check out your break-even points, to bring up your probability as well. If I change that to sell, it changes. If I go into the different strike, it will change and update the profit and loss calculator, the risk graph, and your probability calculator here as well. And of course, you can just have your own option ticket here. You can build it with your own symbols here as well. Add option, build your own, buy, quantity, choose your own expiration. So you can build your own order ticket, or you can use the chain to submit orders and populate an order ticket. So a couple different ways to go here. Also, if I want to add a multi-leg, I can do that, adding another option. So if I'm looking to do some type of strategy, we can do that. If I want to get rid of it, I click the X. I want to add a stock. So let's say I am going to buy the stock and then I want to sell a covered call. I can do that in the same motion. So I can verify, we can see buying 100 shares of GE, selling one call. So I can do a multi-leg covered call strategy with the equity here. We got a rejection, the market's closed, so it didn't allow me to place the market order. But you can see you can build those order tickets very easily, either using your ticket or using the chain. And then you just track it all through your orders window, your status, and then your positions. Positions by symbol, it will break it down, give you a net calculation of your values. couple other features here, widgets, different modules. We do have the alerts. So if you want to take a look at the alerts here, you can build and add alerts here. You choose your symbol or your option. Choose the expiration, and then just choose your alert parameters. So you have your alert functionality as well. We also have our news window that you can view. Give you some headlines here, click on them, it'll bring you to the appropriate story here. Very nice, very quick way to keep in touch with what's moving here. So really you're going through your widgets or the modules, you're customizing your layout, whether it's for one page or multiple pages or tabs. You can separate them like I have here, stocks, options, account, or we have additional ones here, tip rank. So if you do want to view some additional data here, it's available. But those are the main features here: the alerts, the charts, the option chain, the orders, and your positions windows. So do we have some questions on how this appears, any of the functions, or anything with the web version? To just keep in mind, you can request a demo from the lightspeed.com website. Click on the free demo on the top right. It'll have you choose which one you would like, Lightspeed Trader or the Lightspeed Web and Mobile. The ultimate goal is to link these together, which we hope to have available at some point this year. We're working on that, but they are separate platforms at the moment. You just request either one for the demo trial. And then we do have our YouTube channel. We have our full video playlist of all different features, offerings that we provide for this software or our other offerings as well. So you can use the profit and loss calculator to analyze your strategy. So if you do want to build a spread, I can do that and use the profit and loss calculator to view the strategy. So we can see the strike price, P&L, break even is your 195.48. Your max profit will go up, your profit will go up as the stock price goes up. So you can see here, we also, the max gain is unlimited for the strategy. The max loss would be 19,548. So as the stock goes down, then you would lose the money. So if it goes up, then you're profitable. So you can use your profit and loss calculator to determine your break even, your max loss, and your profit points. If I change a parameter, it will change. So definitely gives you some very fast ways to view the data, configure your columns, configure your layout, use some of the analysis that these windows provide to make your investment decisions with a little bit more information. Okay, well, if anyone has questions, feel free to type them in as we go. I'm going to move on to the mobile version and just show you some of the screenshots and show how that is a little bit different, but has the underlying same functionality. Okay, so this is what it would look like if you log in to the mobile application. Your initial window would be this quote window here. Let's see if I can get the pointer. Can you guys see? Can you see the pointer that I have? The red dot or no? Yes, okay, great. So this would be your initial window. It's a quote window. You put in the symbol and you can see immediately you can get a chart. It's going to give you the bid, the ask, the last price, the change. You can add this symbol to your watch list. You can add a price alert right from this quote window, and then you have your settings for your chart. You can change the time frame. You can access the news or your options data here. So if I do click options, we can see here, this is clicked here, options. It will bring you to the chain. Now you can go off of a specific series. I can change my expiration. I can change the starting point of my chain. It will go from the beginning unless I hit near money, then it'll have a price reference near the most in the money contract. And then if I do want to trade, I can click on the trade options button, or I can build it from the chain as well. If I click on the bid or the ask, it will populate the order ticket as well. So you can customize how you do your order entry in a couple ways as well on the mobile application. If I do click alert here, price alert, we can see I can add an alert either on the bid or the ask, greater than or less than, and the expiration here. If I do want to trade, we see I would hit the trade options. So I would go to the trade options button here and it will generate the option ticket. We can see this summarizes the details of the contract, the Tesla 2022 300 call, buying one, shows me my bid or the ask, then it will detail the strategy, my cost, and then the order type. Once the parameters look correct, I hit the verify order button, and then I do get a confirmation here. So it's not going to submit, but you do get the details, buying one contract, the account, the price, and the cost. Once I hit place order, then the order is submitted for live execution. And once again, this is the quote window. I can click on the different contracts to build a ticket, or I can just go to the option ticket and build my own. I can add stock or add options. So I can build multi-leg strategies, a combination of the stock and the option, and it will give you the credit here or the debit amount and the strategy. So if I do have here my option ticket, I'm buying 100 shares and I'm selling the call. So we see here the strategy is the covered call. It's showing me the debit amount, and then I can verify my order. So it summarizes all the details of your order before you place it. And we have the next example here. I'm buying a put, I'm selling a put. So we have a bull put spread. It shows you the 385 credit. So very helpful to let you define your order strategy. It tells you what the strategy is. If it's a debit or credit strategy, you can make sure that you are entering the correct parameters of the order that you're trying to place. And just like the web version, it's very crisp and clean, very easy to read font. So then we have our option ticket. Here's just one more example. We have just a debit spread here. And if we do place it, it's going to summarize. Buying one contract, the 200 call, buying the 30 call, we can see this is ready to place. It's showing the cost here as well. Once you submit your orders, you have your orders tab. You can view your active orders, all orders, anything filled or canceled, it summarizes here. So I did have a Tesla call, it filled. Tesla buy 100 at the market, that filled. So we get the status. We can see there's a summary of all your orders here on the bottom, how many were placed, how many were filled, how many are still active. Lets you have a good status on your current active orders. And just like in the web version, it's going to display in your positions window. It's going to show Tesla is the stock, and then Tesla is the option contract. So I can trade either one very quickly by clicking on the symbol or using the order tickets. If I do click on the Tesla contract, I'm looking to trade or close it, it will give me the same details here, the contract, the bid, the ask. My position is long one, so if I'm looking to, it's going to give me the P&L. So you get a position breakdown if you do click on that position, and then you can close that position as well. So very nice detail on the open positions. It populates all the details of your P&L, your average price, and then you're able to submit an order from that position summary window as well if you want to add to the position or close the position up top. Finally, we have our watch list. You can build your own or use our risers and fallers summary list, but you can build your own watch list. If you do click on one, it will bring up in the quote window. If I click on the news, it will bring all the relevant headlines and stories, so we can see for Tesla, the news here. This was in last year, but we can see the new SUV is here. If I click on the headline, it will bring you to the actual article itself. So we can see it's just very clean and crisp. And then you can always send this article out as well. So questions here. What do you guys think? So the mobile app would be connected with your web trader. If you do activity on the web, it will display on the mobile. So you will have the ability to monitor your activity away from your desk here, and you are able to trade from either version in this software. So I would suggest for anyone to request demos, try them out. You would have access to both the browser-based web version and the mobile app, and you're able to place simulation orders on either one. So definitely request a demo. If anyone needs a walkthrough or some assistance, we're here to help. We could always schedule a training session or a personal demo session, and certainly we're here to help and provide with whatever resources we can. So I would once again point you to the demo request here. If you are looking for our previous webinars, we have them here, or upcoming webinars are all in our education section here. Introduction to the Lightspeed software, or maximizing trading for options on the Lightspeed Trader software. So we try to spread out the different presentations on the different software. If you are looking to contact us, click on that support page. You can email us, call us, or schedule a call for an online meeting, which is really nice. If you click on the schedule call for sales, it'll bring you our calendar, and then you can arrange a day and a time that works for your calendar so we can maximize the time. If anyone's looking to open the account, you simply go to lightspeed.com, click on the open account, and start going through the parameters. It's going to ask you, do you want the Lightspeed or the Lightspeed Web and Mobile? So you just choose your platform and go through the online application. We have our frequently asked questions, so use our support here, document center as well. So that's the overview. I'm happy to answer any questions on either version here, but certainly the best way to get a feel for these are through the demos. So I certainly would suggest going signing up for the demo and really starting to go through the settings, test them out, make sure it's doing what you expect it to do, and then you'll get a really good feel if it's the software that you're looking for. But I think it's just a very easy platform to use. You're building your positions, you're tracking your orders, and you're viewing your positions. That's really all you need from this type of software. And you just want it to be displayed in a nice format, and you want to be able to customize so you can view the data and information that you find most important. So that's what's very nice about these additional tabs, where you can really just build your own layouts here as well. So if I do simply want to build my own watch list or view the risers and fallers, very nice way to do it. Click on that, you're going to be able to trade right away. So I see something's moving up or down the most, I can simply buy it right away, trade it, okay. So it is very fast. The order messaging is very fast. The order execution is extremely fast. It's just you have to be aware of the steps involved and the sequence of events. You're placing your orders, you're looking at your orders, and then you're viewing your positions. If anyone has some questions that they want to send over to us in the future, please feel free. sales@lightspeed.com. So I thank everyone for joining us. Please look out for future webinars and events here. We hope to have some different educators and market commentators and different points of view for some different topics and different areas of interest here for everyone. But please contact us for any questions, looking to open an account. Once again, my name is Rob Livson, happy to help. And then test out the demo and look to proceed with the account. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night.